Hey, welcome back to the farm. Thank you for all your sweet messages since sharing my last video. I'm not going to lie, it was a lot to get so personal with the internet. But as someone who mostly smiles and nods and says, I'm fine, I am so proud of myself for hitting publish on that video. Today I'm having a herb study day, so I've got a lesson to get finished up here and then sent off for marking, and I've got some herb related jobs to do around the farm, so figured you may like to join me. This is a fun little plant called cleavers that you may remember from childhood. It's a stringy plant with Velcro-like hairs on it that you'd throw onto your mate's back and it would stick there and stay put until they found it. I've only recently learnt that cleavers has medicinal benefits, and it still makes me chuckle that plants I've known my entire life have stories to tell if I just stop and take the time to learn them. So traditionally, cleavers would be juiced and drunk as a spring tonic to give us a boost after the heavier diet most of us enjoy over the winter months, along with a more sedentary lifestyle too. It's a gentle lymphatic cleanser with powerful anti-inflammatory properties. If you want to give it a go, absolutely do. It's safe for everyone to consume. Just be sure your ID is spot on and be sure to sort through the leaves when you get home, as those sticky little hairs will grab other plants out of the hedge too, some of which may not be as palatable or safe to consume as cleavers. In far more exciting news, I just got my monthly delivery of coffee. This is quite a new thing to me. And I don't know why I didn't do this years ago. And although this isn't cheap, this cost me about 30 quid a month, but I'm saving money. Because I made the decision to give up my ever so slightly pricey Costa coffee habit, and honestly Costa coffee isn't actually that nice. If you drink it black with none of the syrups and milks and crap in it, it's actually not very nice compared to like really good coffee. So I was probably spending £40 plus a month going out. Oh, if you take into account parking and fuel costs, then way more, but actually in the coffee shops, I was probably spending 40 plus a month. And now I don't do that. I don't generally, maybe once or twice a month, I'll go out to a Costa, and that's only if I'm out and I think, oh, actually I could really do with a coffee. Generally I make it here and I take it with me if I'm going out for the day, or if I'm in Myrtle, obviously I've got a kitchen, so I don't need to go and buy it. Anyway, this is Owen's coffee. You've seen this in when I did all those camping coffee maker reviews. I was using their dark blend. This is a Bayer. This is my new favourite coffee, and I get this kilo bag delivered every month. And can I tell you how much pleasure this box of goodness brings me every month? Honestly, I probably need to take it out to every 5 weeks, maybe 6 weeks now. I've still got probably more than half a bag left, so I do need to space them out. But I just so look forward to getting this delivery that, you know, maybe I'll just keep it at monthly just because it's fun. But this, people, oh my goodness, it comes beautifully packaged. It's like a little birthday or Christmas present every month, which is just amazing. The coffee itself is amazing. And it's like a little act of self-care. It's a little act of, do you know, this is one of my vices. I don't drink anymore, I don't smoke, I don't spend money on drugs or makeup or expensive shoes and handbags. Like, I'm pretty low maintenance, but I do like my coffee. And now I get my coffee delivered. And I feel proper fancy every time this box turns up. Oh, and also, talking about the box, you can't pass up the opportunity to get a really good box, and especially when you have lots of them because they stack, and I'm storing my herb stuff in it, like the oils and the creams, the beeswax and the shea butter, all that kind of stuff. I just pop them in here and I stack them up, and I just, yeah. This video isn't actually sponsored by Owens, but I do know the lady that runs it and a friend of mine works there. I'm going to ask them if I can get you a lot of discount. I don't know. Watch this space. Hey, future editing Janie here, just to say that I did indeed reach out to Owens and they'd be delighted to give you 15% off a discovery pack, which is a pack of 3 different roasts of coffee, so you can try them all and then you can make sure that you're getting the one that you like the best. The one that I drink is called Bayer. That's not normally included in the discovery pack, but if you use the code HEDGECOMA, then you'll get the 15% off, but they'll also make sure that they include Bayer, the Bayer roast in the pack as well for you to try. And I hope that if you give it a go, you love it as much as we do. Right, back to work. Where were we? We're currently learning about the Helicobacter pylori organism, don't you know? And if you're wondering, golden seal and oil of oregano are both good treatments for killing the Helicobacter pylori and like strengthening the digestive system to heal it after the invasion. I think I need a better word than invasion though. Affliction, contamination, healing the resulting damage. That's better. Done. Next. If you have an interest in herbalism too, this one is like, has turned into my Bible. I reach for this book more than any other herb book, and between Johnny and I we have a heck of a lot of them, but it goes really in depth on most herbs. There's a few that I've gone to look for in here that aren't covered. There's American author David Hoffman, I believe he's American, so there's a few in here that I don't get the info I need, but generally this book comes up trumps. And one little thing in this book that I really like, for example, I'm looking at garlic. I need to discuss the benefits of garlic to the digestive system. And when I look up garlic, it doesn't give me the page number to go to. It gives me the Latin name for garlic, which is Allium sativum. And I should have remembered that, but I'm not very good at holding on to those Latin names. So because it's not just giving me the page to go straight to garlic for, it's sending me to the Latin name to get the page number. It's really good because it is slowly starting to stick in my sweet little brain that hasn't studied anything for a long time. So I really like that. I'm sure it would wind most people up, and it would have wound me up probably 2 years ago. Maybe I'm just hugely more chilled about such things now. Another huge job I've been putting off in forever is getting my garden ready for planting. The last time you'd have seen this garden was in 2021, and back then it was just lawn. Last year I created some really simple no-dig beds just by laying cardboard and compost down, and had such a successful year of growing veggies. So this year I'm just topping up those same beds with fresh cardboard and compost, but I'm also extending most of them so I can fit more herb plants in amongst the veggies this year. No-dig gardening turns everything I was taught about growing veggies on its head. Rather than digging the soil over, you just leave it be and just add more goodness on top. This has so many benefits to the health of the soil and the beneficial organisms within it. It's also a lot less work. In previous years, when life got crazy in the summer, which, let's be honest, it often does, if I only had an hour or two in a week to spend up on the allotment, that time would generally be spent digging out weeds. But now those hours are spent sowing or harvesting plants instead, which is way more fun and productive too. If you're interested in learning more about no-dig gardening and maybe putting a corner of your garden over to a no-dig system, I'll link to the Charles Dowding YouTube channel down below, and he is like the expert on it, and he'll teach you everything you need to know about this super simple and efficient way of growing food. That's it on wide view, doesn't that look junky? And I pulled this one out because this obviously got through quality control, so I need to go back and pull all those staples out. I don't want this cardboard rotting and then me having these nasty, dangerous staples left in the soil. So this one is going back to the workshop. This is a little sneak peek of something that's making me crazy happy right now. I've been playing with making things in leather, and up until now I've just bought offcuts and remnants of quality leather for the projects I've been working on. but I've just bitten the bullet and ordered this huge veg tan hide to bring some of my designs to life. I'm pretty sure you'll be seeing more of this in the future. What? Oh my gosh. I've been thinking a lot about this channel and what I want to come next after taking so much time away from it. If I had any business sense at all, I would make content that plays to the algorithms, so I would focus on just one thing and I'd go all in, whether that was the one pot camping recipes or van life adventures, or maybe foraging wild plants, herbs, day-to-day farm life, I don't know, whatever. But I am now fully listening to my creative needs. And I don't want to stifle creativity just to appease the YouTube gods. So my plan is just to make the videos I want to make, which I imagine will include all of the above and maybe some more things along the way, who knows. And before I sign off, I would really like to ask you a question. Is there a specific video or maybe a type of video I've shared in the past that really made you light up or connect with me in some way? I guess what I'm asking is, how can my videos make you happy? I'd love it if you could take a minute or two and let me know in the comments down below. Until next time.